Graphology is the science of analyzing signatures. Yeah, people actually study this stuff. Your signature and handwriting are completely unique to you. Have you ever wondered what they reveal about your personality? Well, some questions that one of these signature experts would ask. Number 1. Is the signature legible? If you look at a signature and can clearly read the first and last name, that means that that person is straightforward, sincere, and honest, and they likely have nothing to hide. If you can't read the signature, that individual may have problems with authority and isn't very confident in themselves. They may have some secrets too. 2. Is it a full signature? Maybe you just sign with your initials or a nickname, or a hastily scribbled first name and then a line. An incomplete signature indicates a very private but strong and independent person. It's also a sign of efficiency. Sounds like someone you'd want on your team for a big project in the workplace or at school. 3. What is the angle of the signature? If someone's signature is angled upward, this means that they're a fighter, ambitious, full of life, and has the need to succeed in their career. This person may also be impatient though. If the upward angle is very pronounced, that means that they feel the need to succeed in their personal life too, like with their partner, children, or home life. 4. How big are the letters? If the letters within the signature are large, that person is most likely a very confident extrovert, maybe too confident. Small letters may indicate an introvert. If your signature points at introversion, you may be squashing your own potential, and you may need a little extra pumping up. An introvert may also unknowingly alter their signature and use big letters in a subconscious effort to try and get attention. What do you think? Is any of this true for you based on your signature? 5. How does the first and last name compare in size? Say someone signs their name, and their first name looks bigger than their last name. This means that they're a very independent and original person and feels like they can and should only be represented by who they are as a person. In their view, their first name is more unique than their last name, and their first name and its meaning is important to them. 6. Are the letters curved or straight? If the letters in your signature are curvy and loopy, you're probably a laid-back, happy person with a good sense of style. You probably have a lot of friends and a bubbly personality. If your signature is just plain and simple without any frills, you are most likely disciplined, firm, and serious. You'd probably have more fun having a friendly debate with a few select friends, rather than doing an activity that might make you look silly. 7. What is the size of any uppercase letters? If any uppercase letters are way larger than other letters, like 3 times as big, that person probably has a big ego and doesn't like criticism. If all the letters are the same size, this person has a high regard for other people and has a strong sense of humility. If your capital letters are somewhere in between, you value yourself and know who you are, but you're still grounded and don't let things go to your head. In fact, you're likely to have a pretty steady self-esteem. 8. What is the pressure? When talking about handwriting, pressure refers to how hard a person presses the pen on the paper when they're writing or signing a document. If you're pressing hard on the paper, you may have an authoritarian personality, which could mean you have a temper. If you put a soft pressure on the paper, this will create a smoother signature, which means you are calm, adaptable, and pleasant to be around. 9. Are there any extra embellishments or decorations? Maybe you dot your I's with a little heart. And that's totally fine. This just means that you're creative and you like to express yourself. Swirly flares mean you're a deep thinker and have a lot of thoughts swirling around in your head. Any underlining indicates a decisive person and probably someone people would look to for leadership. If you don't add any frills to your signature, that's okay too. It just means you're a transparent, authentic person. 10. Is the signature uniform and straight? In other words, are all your letters of the same and normal size? Is your signature on a straight line, not at an angle at all? This means that you are completely in control of your emotions and otherwise. You're a balanced person who makes equal time for work and play. You are also likely full of modesty, even though you have a healthy confidence level. What about your normal everyday handwriting? This is something that can be studied too. Slant. If your regular handwriting slants to the right, you are an open social person and are ready to take on the world. If your handwriting slants to the left, you likely keep to yourself, like to work alone, and are fiercely independent. No slant at all? You tend to work on the logical side of things and don't wear your heart on your sleeve. You're very practical and aren't easy to read. Loops. Whether your loops are open or closed, particularly for L's and lowercase e's, can say a lot about how you're feeling. If the loops on your L's are closed, you might be feeling tense or stressed. If the loops on your L's are open, that means you're relaxed and spontaneous, and you enjoy being creative and expressing yourself. If your lowercase e's are closed, you aren't bothered by emotionally charged arguments, and you tend to be pretty skeptical. If your lowercase e is open, that means you love trying new things and tend to have an open mind. The letter S. If your S's are evenly rounded, that means you're a non-confrontational person, so you always look for compromise. If your S's are hard-edged or pointy, you are a deep intellectual thinker and like new challenges. This also indicates high ambition. Space between words. A big space between words indicates that you like your freedom and independence. A small space between words says you don't like to be alone and enjoy the company of others. If your words are really jammed together, where you can't tell one from the other, this might mean you have a tendency to be intrusive and smother people a little bit. Crossing your T's. If you finish off your T with a long cross, you are determined and enthusiastic, but you might be a bit stubborn. A short cross, though, might mean you're lazy. If your cross is high on your T, you likewise aim high and have a lot of goals. If your cross is low, you can probably guess you are low on ambition and are not in the habit of goal setting. And dotting your I's. Do you dot your I high on the page or really close to the I? Handwriting experts say that if you make the dot higher on the page, you have an active imagination. If your dot is close to your I, you have a determined and focused mind, and you can concentrate well. And where is your dot oriented? To the left or right of the I? If you dot to the left, experts say that you might be a bit of a procrastinator. But let's put that off for a while. Righties. If you're right-handed, you're in the majority and the world was built for you. School desks, notebooks, the computer mouse, door handles, everything. Righties tend to be confident and practical. You also have evolutionary advantages. Righties are intuitive visual learners and are genetically less likely to have problems with anxiety and depression. Righties also have really good language and speaking skills and are likely to live longer. Evolution has picked out these skills to be handed down to the predominantly right-handed generations. Survival of the fittest. Lefties. The strange creature that is the lefty. Only about 10% of us humans are left-handed. Lefties process information at a pretty fast rate and are most likely to be geniuses. Lefties also tend to be more creative, self-expressive, and into the arts. But with the good comes the bad. Lefties tend to have short fuses and usually turn out to be less financially successful than their right-handed counterparts. But hey, with that being said, International Left-Handers Day is a thing. Hey, if you learned something new today, give this video a like and share it with a friend. And here are some more videos I think you'll enjoy. Just click to the left or right. And remember, stay on the bright side of life.